go for it, both guys, and we studied both guys, and I've known Andy for a long time.
Yeah, and I guess as the only guy to beat Andy Ruiz, and you're the guy that masterminded the game plan. Talk to us a little bit about what Andy Ruiz does well and how you see the fight going.
Well, look, Andy is a very good fighter. He has solid amateur and professional pedigree. He has good heavyweight speed. He moves his head very well, and Andy does a lot of things very, very effectively. He's got, for a guy who his biggest problem has been his inactivity and his fluctuation in weight. But when you take all that aside, Andy has very good skills. And I think it's going to be very, very important. And look, when we talk about Andy's skills, Andy deserves to be in the top echelon of heavyweight fighters. There's no doubt about that. You only have to look at his high ranking on BoxRec. You look at his record. He's never been down. He's very durable. He's got decent power, but he's got very good heavyweight speed. And I think it's going to be very important in this fight for Andy. We know he has to come forward. He can't go back. But it's how he actually closes that distance. And he did a really good job against Dimitrenko closing the distance. And what you have to remember when you look at the past opponents that Andy has fought, he's fought a lot of tall guys, and so he's even going back to his amateur days, so he's had to master his skill set into being able to close the distance with these tall guys. Now, with Anthony Joshua, he's up against one of the most skilled, powerful, tall guys that he's ever fought. And we saw in the Dimitrenko fight recently that he was able to close the distance, but Dimitrenko was also able to land that right hand on Andy. And that right hand is a lot slower than Anthony Joshua's right hand. It's a lot less powerful and a lot less forgiving. So it's going to be how this pretty rock-solid jaw Andy Ruiz, how he copes when he's hit flush by a big puncher like Anthony Joshua.
When you obviously saw Andy Ruiz up close, what did you make of his footwork? I know you mentioned there that he did get into range against Dimitrenko, but I don't know, I was watching some of his stuff. He doesn't seem to have the fastest feet, and against someone who's so athletic like Joshua, is he going to be able to close that distance quick enough?
No, and I'll tell you what he does. He moves his head very, very well, and it's like it's a timing thing. He's very good at slipping the first jab, and I think with that head movement, I think his foot speed is underrated. He is used to having to get inside the long reach of a fighter. But, in saying that, I think, Joshua has excellent control of the distance. I thought his last performance against Povetkin, he orchestrated a tremendous game plan. There were times early that he let Povetkin close the distance, which sort of surprised me. I don't think he'd want to let Andy get in as close as he was letting Povetkin. One thing about Andy, when he does get into the close quarters, he's very, very good at hitting the hips. He's very good at hitting the back. He's very good at using the forearm to create distance for his attack. So I think it's very important that Joshua, keeps Andy on the outside and controls that distance. Yeah.
Do you think? Sorry, please continue.
The other thing that Andy does is like he works the body very well, and he likes to jab the body. Now, because he's listed at 6'2", we know he's not 6'2". He's 6 foot tall. Because of his height, and because of the distance, quite often when he throws that jab to the body, he reaches to land the jab. Now, obviously, when you're reaching to land the jab to the body, you're leaving yourself open for a right hand, and that I see being a real problem for him in this fight.
Sure. And Josh, you sort of alluded to Joshua's game plan a little bit there, that you think he's going to keep him at range and behind the jab. Is that how you see the play? I mean, could this go 12 rounds, do you think?
Well, no one stopped Andy. I just think that, and we know Andy's got a good jaw, but I mean, I think, Joshua has very uncommon punching power. I think we're going to see early in this fight, if Andy's able to close the distance, then the fight may go a bunch of rounds. If he struggles to close the distance, then I think Joshua's just going to line him up. As I mentioned before, we saw Dimitrenko land a number of right hands on Andy Ruiz. Andy cannot afford to have Joshua land that same right hand that Dimitrenko was hitting him with.
So if you were during the fight, if you were looking for something, particularly in those early rounds, to kind of give an indication of how the fight's going, you say that if Joshua's landing freely and he's not able to close the distance, you think it could be an early night.
Most definitely,
yeah,
most definitely, and I think and a lot of people will think that. Obviously, Andy's height at 6 foot is a huge disadvantage, but for Andy, it's also his advantage, because if he can, with his head movement, if he can get inside Joshua, and we know Andy's got quite fast hands by heavyweight standard. And the funny thing is this. Joseph Parker told me after the Ruiz fight that he felt that was the hardest he had ever been hit. And then even after he fought Joshua, he said, Andy hit me harder than AJ did. So, which you look at the Dimitrenko fight last week, and the fight goes 5 rounds, and Andy doesn't even put Dimitrenko on the floor. And yet when Parker fought him, we had him down 4 times in 3 rounds before knocking him out. And even Dimitrenko's last fight against Brian Jennings had him down a couple of times. So, the big question mark is, what's happened to Andy's power? Now we know that last fight with Dimitrenko, he weighed 262. Now 262 was the highest that Andy has weighed since 2014, when he won a 10-round decision over Sergey Lukovic, when he weighed 267. I know he's not going to come in the 60s for the Joshua fight. He will come in probably in the low 50s. But the fact that, he landed freely on Dimitrenko and couldn't put him on the canvas, that was something that actually shocked me.
Sure. If I was to push you on it and you're a betting man, what would you say the result and method of victory?
I think eventually, look, we know Andy's going to get hit. It's just whether he can, and I know he's got a good chin. It's just whether he can take the punches that Joshua's going to be delivering to him. And let's remember, the Povetkin fight, we know Povetkin is a very durable, very powerful guy. Even towards the end of his career, never been stopped. And when AJ hit him with that right hand, he was a different guy. I think the same thing applies to Andy. I think Andy's best chances are early, and I think it's very, very important that he doesn't get hit with anything flash early in the fight. But I think as the fight goes on, Joshua will hit him more often, and it's just whether or not he can stay on his feet for 12 rounds.